Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah. I got some new chat thing I'm trying to get going here. There they are. I found an alternative chat that I can get going with my, uh, oh, X, whatever you call it. First time I've ever used it. It's an add-on, and I can put my chat window in here like I've been doing, but I can change the background color. I can change the size of the text as which I wanted. And oh man, now I think I messed up. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. I'm sort of like a ghost in the... I got it set that way, so I sort of blend in with the space. Let me start my timer. So I know how long I've been on. I thought I'd stick us in space today, for the heck of it. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this chat already. It's large. I can see it. I don't have my hat though. I'm making you people suffer and see all my baldness. Well, that's why I made myself a ghost, because I don't have my hat over here. Hopefully I won't knock my camera over today. I got that in a different place. Just don't have the stuff to do like I want to do. I'm going to shrink that up some. And everybody's coming in. Oh, it's just you and me, I guess, Sarah. But man, it's nice to see that text so big. I can sit back here in the chair now and I can read it. I got it set at 20-point text. I don't know how, what it normally is, like about 10 or 12, and now I can sit back here and I can see it for a change. Oh, really? It's 5:37 here. Bigger delay than normal, huh? Hey, Michael. If this delay is too much, I can change back to the normal chat. There always was a delay. I don't know why it keeps putting the time on here, but it must be something to do with the chat. Wow. Alright, let me kill this. And hopefully I can pull the regular chat back in here. Hang on a minute. Don't go away. Okay, we're back to the normal chat screen. Is that better? The delay isn't quite so long. I can't read it no more, but YouTube needs to do some stuff with their chat. Give you an option to change the size of the text and etc. I'm back to where I can't back to where I can't see it again. Is the delay better now? Is it back to normal, Zara? 35, 40 seconds is too much. I thought I had something good working. Wow. I don't know how I did that, but the text just got bigger. About the same, huh? Well, I don't know. I do not know. If it was the same, I prefer this one. It's easier for me to see. Yeah. I changed that too. Which one looks better, this one or the other one? The white one or the black background? This chat I got here now. I don't know what you're saying there. Did I miss Darren? Oh, there he is. Hey, Darren. Something different, Darren. I like to change things up. Well, Sarah, you got the radio. You make sessions whenever you want, dear. I could care less. Your radio now. You do as you please. Put it up when you please. I'll look at it when it gets there. I'll watch it. Oh, I'm fine, Darren. How are you? If you see me here, I'm doing good. If I wasn't doing good, I wouldn't be on here. I forgot my oxygen. I've been sitting here with that off. I'm always forgetting something. I noticed it though. Headphones back on. I really ought to turn the camera off and get a hat. I feel self-conscious sitting there with no hat on. I hate being bald. That's why you always see me wearing something. Well, that's great, Darren. Apparently your expectations didn't work out of not having to work after writing that book, but look at it this way, there's not many people who say they're a published author. So, and I'm sure your speech the other day there at that church was great, but I still couldn't hear it. I hear other people's videos. I don't know if you just didn't have enough gain on your audio or something, but or wherever they were taping it, whatever they were taping it with. But I couldn't hear it, man. I couldn't hear it. Even the little clips you took out of it, I couldn't hear them either. I got these new speakers I bought, computer speakers, and they're terrible. They ain't got no volume, and that is probably part of the trouble. I suppose I should buy something like I used to have. I used to be able to blow myself out of the room with those. And I bought these Bose, B-O-S-E. You know, it's supposed to be great stuff Bose makes. Well, don't believe everything you hear. No, I got it up here on the wall. It's my head's too big for it. It hurts your head. It's not really big enough. Neither is my top hat. But I force them on when I really want to put them on, but to wear it all the time, no. It's up there in a bag hanging on the wall. All my hats are up there in bags hanging on the wall. Except my Indiana Jones one I wore the other day. But I can't wear headphones with that stuff, and when I'm over here I have to have these headphones on because of the mic. And I got the audio turned down on them too. As soon as I touch this, a little thing strode up on the screen. I got them set at 95% for the hearing. That's how low my audio is. And I've got it cranked up, the audio cranked up as high as I can possibly crank it, so ain't nothing more I can do except get rid of them stupid speakers. I don't know. Where did Michael go? Michael's going to tell us about something. He's got a great story to tell us about his last seance. I want to hear it. I guess Michael has seances on Saturdays with friends. They have them down in his basement. If I remember that right, I'm pretty sure I do. I watched Wagner Bob watch this video he put out the other day. We were just sitting there talking and had the radio going. I really enjoyed that. Videos like that and the ones I make, I think people like them because they're more personal, you know. You show a part of the person, and if you like the person, then you like his videos, you know, or he can do anything he wants to do and you still like him. And that's the way it is with Bob. I really enjoy listening to Bob and watching his videos. Well, I do most everybody's, you know, all my friends, but just saying, it helps a lot when you put your personality into a video and not sit there and wear a damn mask or do things that you know is going to upset people, like having your little girl talk on a damn radio and stuff like that. I mean, you should have known it was going to make people mad. I mean, if you want bad karma, then you're going to get it. If you do bad stuff and put it out there for people, you know you're going to get people against you. I don't do that. I just try to be good. Lately, I hold my P's and Q's. I don't rant anymore like I used to, and I don't hate on anybody, and I try not to get in no drama with anybody anymore. It's not worth it. And I pretty much quit my videos. I like these chats better than doing the videos, to be truthful, but I still do a video now and then. Oh, that's cool. It looks cool. Lights up and stuff. Eye candy. People like eye candy. That's what sold that PSB 11. Eye candy. All the flashing lights. People like flashing lights. I don't care what you I don't care what you say. You put something with lights on it, a lot of flashing lights, and you can sell it. Huff knows that too. He puts some damn lights all over the stupid speaker box. Then he wraps that damn copper wire all over the place. And I was going to ask Bob why the hell he made his little speaker box. After Huff got all the little speaker copper wire and shit. And if he knows enough to hack radios, he must know that that copper wire does absolutely squat. It does nothing. It's just another one of Huff's crap, more of Huff's crap, you know. And I don't believe the crystals do anything either. I had crystals on around mine, and crystal antennas, and just all kinds of crap. If they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. You don't need all that paraphernalia, you know. The only paraphernalia I have out now is a candle burner, maybe, and some protection, you know, a cross and a candle with St. Michael on it, and stuff like that. And I got some graveyard dirt from my mom's grave. But other than that, that's all stuff for protection. And I got a black onyx stone that says family on it. Sometimes I lay that out there, you know. But all that stuff's for protection. It's not eye candy for people to watch my videos, because I got lights flashing and I got copper wire twisted all over the place. And I grab the copper wire and hold on to it when I'm asking questions like it's going to make a damn difference. But people are people, you know. We all have opinions, and what one person likes, another one don't. Well, one person claims it's true, another one thinks they're crazy. So that's life. That's the world, I guess, we live in. Oh, I gotta get up here again. I can't see. I'm caught up. I start running my mouth and I don't pay attention to my chat screen going on, and I get caught up in my mouth, I guess. I guess I should have been a woman. Well, that's gonna get. I shouldn't have said that. My wife don't talk at all, so I can't blame. I can't say it's all women. My wife don't talk at all. Maybe she just don't talk to me. Boy, it sure has been hit and miss on me sleeping lately since that time change. I am just all over the place, man. I sit here and I fall asleep in the chair during the day a couple times, and then nighttime comes and I start watching a TV program and I fall asleep, and I don't even have any inclinations of me going to fall asleep. The lights go out. It's like I got narcolepsy or something. I don't know, but man, I just fall asleep at the drop of a hat, and I wake up an hour and a half later, and I miss my show I wanted to watch, or I gotta wait till way later on when they repeat it again. And I don't know. But I've been dreaming like a mug, man. I've been dreaming like crazy. But I ordered out last night. We had Chinese. Maybe that's why I dreamt like crazy. Too much rice. I don't know. Been watching a lot of YouTube videos. You know how that stuff goes. You watch one, and then it keeps all these things in your YouTube history, and then pretty soon you start seeing a lot of videos about the one you watched, and they just keep building up until you got tons of different types of YouTube videos to watch. I like watching that one lady, that Justine, that woman, but she does a lot of tech stuff, but it's all Apple, it's all iPhone. She's an iPhone nut, and lately, about the last 7 or 8 of her videos all been iPhone this and iPhone that, and I get tired of that iPhone stuff. I don't own one, wouldn't own one, but that's just me. Been watching some about fishing. Some guy down in Florida, and he calls it monster ramp fishing. He goes out there with like a big deep sea outfit right on the boat ramp, in like in one of the inlets, like a river there that comes out in from the ocean, and it's like a boat ramp, and he calls it monster ramp fishing. He goes out there with one of these great big deep sea fishing rods. He brings a big frozen halibut or something. I mean, he brings a fish in there that's probably 18, 20 inches long, and he puts a great big giant ass hook through that thing, and of course that deep sea fishing rod has got, I don't know, 200 or more pound line on it, and he flips that thing out about 10 feet out in front of him there in that channel, and he hooked up with what do they call them, giant groupers? That thing must have been 400 pounds right there in that river, right off the ramp. He fought that thing, and it almost pulled him in a couple times. Funny, man. He finally got the thing up in the water where you can see it. That thing looked like it looked like me. It looked like me. Big round ball, big giant fish, and he caught that thing 10 foot off the dock. And I watched all his videos. They're called monster ramp fishing or something, and I enjoyed those. That cracked me up. You can come across about anything you can think of on YouTube. I used to watch all them crazy Russian wrecks over there in Russia, I believe, and some places in the UK over there. It's mandatory you have a dash cam on your car, and apparently Russia does. And you see all these wreck YouTubes, and they're all Russians got these dash cams. I would never want to drive in Russia. Them guys are crazy, man. You ever watch some of them? Do a search for them on YouTube. Watch some of them. You will not believe it. You just will not believe it. I sit there and I crack up sometimes. I don't know how people could drive so bad. But I've been having a big time watching YouTube videos. That's mainly what I do. My new game, the game that I used to play all the time, that Diablo, is supposed to come out with a new season. They have seasons that last so many weeks, and you start a new character in each one of these seasons. And it's supposed to start the 9th, and I believe that's Friday, so Friday I'm going to be doing that for quite a while again. I might disappear for a while. Oh man, it plays. You have the time change over there too, Zara? Well, I pity you. I didn't think they had that. I thought that was a United States thing. I didn't know they did it worldwide, but I tell you what, it's the stupidest thing. They do it here, they claim, is so the kids that have to go out to the school bus don't have to be out there in the dark. That was the reason for it. So it's late when they go to catch the bus and stuff, and if they have to wait for the bus in the snowing or something, you know, a lot of people have look like little bus stop things in front of their house, especially out in the rural areas where 3 or 4 houses go to this thing their kids do, and they stand under it so they can stay out of the weather until the bus picks them up. But the reason they say they do it here is so a reason for the kids not having to stand out in the dark for the buses. Excuse me. But man, it messes me all up. This about time you get used to it, they'll change it back again. Oh yeah, I got a good friend of mine. Well, he's not a good friend, but he's a friend, and I bought stuff from him. He got over in Berlin, but his name is oh boy, here goes the brain farts. Digger Dan, Treasure Dan, Digger Dan. Maybe it's Digger Dan. No, Dan's not. His name's Dan anyway. And I bought some 50 caliber machine gun shells off him because he lives in the UK. He's English, you know, but for some reason he moved over to Germany, and I don't know. I guess he was in Berlin for a while, and then he would go outside Berlin in the woods outside Berlin and metal detect and find all kinds of, you know, U.S. and Nazi relics and all this stuff buried, and he would clean them up and he'd sell them. Well, I bought some 50 caliber machine gun shells off him, and it took forever to get them because they kept throwing them out of the post office. They must X-ray them, and they seen those shells in there, and that's a no-no. So they kept grabbing them as you would send them, and they'd send me a message because he didn't put a return address on them. So they'd tell me that they were in there, and they couldn't ship them to me. And what do they want me to do if I had an address for him to ship them back to? And I said no, because he didn't want to get caught doing it. So it took him like 3 times before I got them things. I guess they finally didn't X-ray them, and they got through. So I got them over here in the drawer. Yeah, I watched it last night. It was like 2 hours last night, 2 hour special or something at Oak Island. Oh, hi, Matt. Hey, yeah, just in time for the brain farts. Lucky you. How you been, Matt? Good, I hope. Now, if I'm not wrong, I may have forgot, but Matt, you're in Australia, and I know Darren's in New Zealand. Is that correct? Or are you in New Zealand too, Matt? I think you're in the big place, and Darren's in the down under. Yeah, I want to hear your story, Michael. I know you said you have seances on Saturdays with your friends in the basement, where the spookies are at. Yeah, them Russian dash cam wrecks. I watched them and I said, oh my God. The pedestrians are in just as big a jeopardy because of people driving around them. Oh man. You see things on them things you never see normally. who has the biggest ruse though? I know in regular Australia you got the big red kangaroos. Them are the big ones. I don't know if New Zealand has them too or not. What cracks me up is, I've never been there, of course, either place, but I see, stuff on TV and stuff, and all your semis out there, you got them great big giant bars across the front end of them, so they can just hit them roofs and keep on going. They ought to have them here. They ought to have them on the trucks here in the United States too, especially up here in Michigan, because of all the deer. They should have a big grills on the front of them. Yep, they never stop, that's for sure. Then I got hooked into watching old engines, have them starting up old engines. Big old 12, 16-cylinder World War II aircraft engines and stuff. They got them sitting on a stand, and they crank them things and start them things up, and crazy, man. Just crazy. Some engines, just big old steam engines, and just some of them are just huge. I watch them do that. Another one I watch a lot is boat launchings. Or they're trying to take their boat, put their boat in, and man, it drags the whole car and everything in there. And then I watch other ones where they're launching new ships, and they come down, slide down, supposed to go in the water. Some of them don't go too right either. And I watch some of the ships coming into land, and they don't stop. They're like out of control, and they run into docks, and you ain't safe no matter what you do or where you go, I guess. Well, I haven't got my pain pills yet. Ain't time. Got another hour yet. And speaking of my coffee, thanks you for reminding me. It's been sitting here and haven't even taken one sip of it yet. Turn my mic off so you didn't have to hear me slurping. It's one thing I like about this headset. It's on, and when you turn it off, you just flip it down. It's on. Oh yeah, Matt. That's great, Michael. That's two huge orbs fly around, huh? How did you get two mediums? You must know a bunch of people. Most are usually mediums are pretty few and far between. Are pretty scarce. I'd like one to come in this house sometime and tell me what they find. Oh yeah, Matt, them huge boats and ships in them huge swells. They're usually them freight ships and stuff. Them ones that are as long as a football field or rugby field, whatever you want to call it. They're big old giant ships that we have them at. You've all heard of Edmund Fitzgerald, I'm sure. Big ore carriers on the Great Lakes, but the swells get big out there too. But yeah, I've watched those. Man, the bows plow down in the waves, that water comes flying out. No, man, I don't, not me. It's like that picture or video Zara put up on Facebook the other day. I think Zara put it up, or one of her friends, of all these people suspended in hammocks over a huge place between mountains. They had a line strung across there, and I don't know how they got out there, but they're all billion people along that line laying in hammocks. Ain't no way. Going out there in the ocean with them swells like that too. Ain't no way. Oh, Michael. Harry overweight single mothers who live in trailer parks. You ain't right, Michael. Oh, hey. Hello. I'll probably monster. Murder this name too. Viralis. Oh. We'll drink some coffee here. You ain't gonna hear me, so I don't slurp. Okay, Michael, tell us some more about your seance. More happened than just a couple orbs flying around, right? Next time I do a session, I thought about trying to get spirit to react to a candle and make it flicker or something, ask it questions with that, but I don't think I have anything around here to make that happen. I did try and catch some orbs, tried to catch some orbs this morning with my phone, and may have caught a few, and I took it other places in the house, and I think I caught a few in the kitchen. More so in the kitchen than in here. But I don't know. Okay, Darren, come on back. We'll be here. Oh, that's crazy. Well, that's great, Michael. I tried doing that crossover the other day and failed miserably. My own fault. My own fault for trying, I suppose. Have done it before, but unknowingly, with no intention of doing so. Did it innocently. And this time I was out on a mission. I was going to cross these lost souls over, and I started telling them this and telling them that. I failed miserably. I keep watching these videos, religious people on YouTube and different things and near-life experiences and all. I keep watching all this stuff, and I just get more and more cobwebs. It doesn't get any clearer. It just gets more and more confusing. I watched one the other day about the place that I'm always talking about, thinking about. He called it Shoal. Shoal, that's a boy, Israeli name for it or something. I don't know. He called it Shoal. Also referred to as Hades, referred to as the Abyss, referred to as Purgatory, and he was talking about that, and telling how it was divided in half. This place was, with the good and the bad, and it how the angels come down periodically, and they took the good and they took them to paradise, and then the ones that were bad were kept there. And I don't know. I watched it, but it was interesting. I keep watching this stuff, and it just keeps confusing me more and more. It doesn't really help. I should really quit watching this stuff. I'm too old, too stupid to learn anything, I guess. Huh. Well, I imagine they would feel that way. I mean, not saying all, but a lot of blacks hold that animosity towards anybody that's not black in color. I know I grew up even as a kid that way. I mean, I'm old school, when I grew up, they still had busing. They had black schools and white schools. There was no intermingling, and then they started the busing thing, bringing black kids to white schools. That was back when all that happened. And my parents were prejudiced big time, and I was brought up that way. I mean, that's just, you are how you're brought up. You are what you learn, when you're growing up. And I have tried to curb my prejudice, and but I remember black kids picking on me when I was a kid. One of them jumped on my back once and hurt me pretty bad, and he used to call me blue-eyed devil, and nothing good, and they all held a grudge, like my parents were slave masters or something, they take any person that's white as a slave master, and that's not true. I don't know anything about it. It's way before my time, but they hold a deep down grudge against white people for that. And I try and get along with everybody. If they get along with me, I get along with them. Color doesn't make a difference. As a matter of fact, at my work, I used to work with a black guy, and his name was oh gosh, come on, brain. I can't think of it now. But anyway, I had cartilage in my knee. I had bad cartilage in my knee, and I had to have my knee operated on. And I wasn't in a cast, but I was in like a splint, so I couldn't bend my knee much, and stuff. And I was off from work. His name was Dell. And I heard a knock on the door one day. I was off from work, because of my knee. I heard a knock on the door. And I opened the door up, and there stood Dell. I said, "Hey, Dell, what's up, man? What you doing?" He said, "I come to mow your lawn." I says, "What?" He says, "I came to mow your lawn. Where's your mower?" I says, "Dell, you don't have to mow my lawn." He says, "I am going to mow your lawn." And that man went and got my mower, and he mowed my lawn. That just shows you black and white don't mean anything. And he'd have taken his shirt off for me, and I'd have taken mine off for him. I mean, we were great friends. And that shows you that some people have love in their heart. Color doesn't enter into it. And after that happened, I have completely changed my opinion. I've tried to shuck the prejudice that I learned when I was a boy. But old habits are hard to get rid of, But I try. But I don't have much interaction with black people anymore. I don't leave my room. Don't leave my house. But anyway, it's just something I got off my chest. Told you about. Something personal. That's what I do. Pour my heart out. Shit I shouldn't be pouring it out about. Good morning, Sean. Yeah, I know what they look like. So I don't know if any of you guys saw Zara's opening the other day. I sent her that Sanjin. She put up an opening video. I had that. It was a guitar pedal box that I had around here. That one of my reverbs came in that I got sucked into buying from Huff and his super duper speaker box. I got sucked into it too, but I didn't make it go whole hog and spend all that money to make a portal. I made my own portal, but I bought a reverb guitar pedal, and that's that box I had put that Sanjin in. And I put foam padding in the bottom and the sides, and wrapped the radio in a bag, and put a little note on it that says "Enjoy, Zara," and I packed that thing down in there, and I put that box together, and it was a sliding box, and it was a thick-walled box. And I packed that thing up, and I taped that thing. I taped the heck out of it. I told her, I think a tank could have ran over it, and it still would have survived. And she had a hell of a time trying to get that box open. I made her work for it to get that radio out of that box. Oh, I don't remember seeing it. Short exposure, it won't make no difference. I'm going to turn this off, mic off, so you don't hear me slurp. I always forget my coffee when I'm one of these chat sessions, and I go to get it to drink and it's ice cold. That's one thing about old people, isn't it, people? Old people always have a lot of stories to tell. And I guess that's true, living life, I guess. But there's no guy on the internet on YouTube that I used to like watching. I haven't watched him in a while. He works and restores on old steam engines. His name is Shop Dog Sam. And I don't know, he sounds like he's from Arkansas. He's got that Arkansas accent about his voice. I could be wrong, but it's definitely Southern. And he's got a big white beard like mine, but he's also got long white shoulder-length hair. He calls himself a hippie. He cooks. He shows him cooking, and oh man, he cooks up. Shows you how to make some good bacon or bologna sandwiches, and he cooks up cakes and all kinds of stuff. And he works on his old greasy steam engines. He's a character, and I used to like watching him. And he made a recipe on there that I made. I made it, with the ingredients he told and stuff. And that was the best darn thing. Is a cherry cobbler cake, is what he called it. Plain box of white cake mix, maraschino cherries, cherry pie filling. What else? Red pop. You actually put pop in it. And it's sort of like an upside down pineapple upside down cake, except all the goods are underneath the cake, and all the red pop and the the maraschino cherries and the uh, uh, cherry pie filling all soak into the cake. Man, that thing is good. They're cheap to make and easy to make. Even I can do it, and we've had it a couple times. Great little recipe. Yeah, I went by Kevin's site there the other day, and was doing one about orbs or something. I don't know. I don't never seen him do anything about orbs before, but maybe he got interested watching other people's or something. I don't know. But I've said here before, and come on over here, see me, and they fly right over here to me, and you can see it while I watch the video. They weren't flying other places; they were flying to me. But they would come flying to everything, and they just dissipate in the thin air. They're gone, and they come in and they make right angle turns and stuff like that. It's like they were flying with a purpose, with intelligence. And I used to never want to post them because all I would get is all these orb experts from watching the ghost shows on TV. That's blah, blah, blah. And it used to piss me off because I knew better, and so I quit putting them up because I didn't want to hear that. Oh, it's just dust crap anymore. So, but I know better. Some of you probably, I guess, know better nowadays. But my best one's still that one with that orb talking. So if you got any, Michael, and you captured them on video, man, I would tell you to watch your video and slow it down 50% and listen. You might find that they're talking to you as they fly by you, because I never heard of nothing like that other than that when I seen Zach Bagans get when it came out of that Bell Witch cave, and where that hole up in the wall, or they thought more Indians were buried. He asked them to show themselves an orb, and that thing come flying out of that hole right past him. And when it flew past him, they caught an EVP that says, "Here I come." And after I seen that, and then I heard that one here in my room that day made that beeping sound, and I slowed that down, and it says, "Hello," as it flew by. And it was so fast you couldn't hardly see it. I had to slow it down so people on the video could see it. It's just, I kept telling them to slow down, slow down. Maybe they figure if they're going that fast you can't see them, but when you put that bright light on them from your phone, it makes them reflect and show up. If I don't have that light on them, I wouldn't even see them, but I still don't doubt that they're here, They don't become visible until I put that light on them. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You look up Shop Dog Sam and you go back through his archives, you'll see one that says Red Pop Cake or something like that. And that's the best darn thing. And it's cheap, easy to make, and oh my goodness, they're good. Yeah, orb experts. Not quite. Oh yeah, I know about that, Michael. I've been thinking about buying me a new Xbox X. I'm sitting here right now watching you, or talking to you guys, staring at a 4K TV. But this 4K TV, I didn't know there was a difference in those, and there is. They got one called plain 4K, like I think I got, and then they got a 4K HDR, which is high definition rendered or something, and it boosts the colors and different things or something that's different than one I got. So I got the cheaper 4K, but that new Xbox X, it costs $500, but it plays games on 4K. And I guess they got that Friends 7 or 5 or whatever it is. It's a racing game, and it is so realistic. I mean, it's just, you can see the pebbles in the pavement. You can, it's just, the detail is just unreal. It looks like a movie. It doesn't look like a game any longer, and it's just unreal. I've been thinking about getting another one of those, but I do it probably end up sitting here and collect dust the way I do. But my son says it won't, because I haven't had one since a 360. But the new ones, the Xbox One and newer, you can do everything from your Xbox, you know, on your TV and stuff, and watch TV and watch movies and go through YouTube and all. You all do all that stuff from the Xbox now. So I may get one after Christmas, maybe next year. Okay, Zara, sorry you have to run off so soon. Enjoyed having you here. Look forward to seeing that Sanjin in motion. I just want to warn you, Zara, you're not going to be impressed in that, I don't think, with that Sanjin. The best radio you got right now is that 587. I use that 587 all the time. The Sanjin is set in the drawer. Although it works good. I mean, it catches spirit, but it's not as good as your 587, I don't believe. And so what I'm going to tell you is, if you're not a collector and that you find it's not that great, but you know I got a friend of yours that would enjoy it, I would just hope that you would pass it on. I mean, you know, that was, I'd like to know that you passed it on to somebody else that could use it, to a friend of yours, because it's so hard to get radios over there. So that's all I got to say. Catch you later, Sarah. Have fun. Darren's leaving too? Oh no. Oh, she's telling Darren. Okay. I'm slow, man. You got to remember who you're talking to. The spirits even told me I had dementia. Big time, they said. Well, you know, some people claim to see orbs without light, and I have never seen one without a light. The ones you see on TV, they usually have infrared light, you know, that green type infrared cameras, and you see them. But you don't see them in the daytime. I mean, I don't see them in the daytime. Although I'm sure they're still there, they're just not visible to the human eye. And that having that light shining let you see them by the reflection of the light off them. And of course, you know, I get caught up in this too. You know, the farther away they are, the dimmer they're going to be, and the closer to you they are, the brighter they're going to be. So, but I always encourage them to fly close to me and straight at me so I can see them the best, you know, and they show up the best in the video. But, and they say people say they have different colored ones, and I've gotten a few that have a bluish cast to them. It looks sort of blue. But I also watched a video of some lady once, I don't remember who it was, she was out in the woods, walking along a trail in the woods, and it could actually see a black one, and it showed up, and she didn't have no light on anything. It was like in the dark, spotty, sunlighted trail in the woods, and a black one showed up, and I seen it. She had it captured it on video. So, and I sat here the other day, and I could have swore I saw a black one sitting here, like I'm sitting right now, shooting down from my TV down towards the floor, and it was gone. But I think it was probably one of them The hell they call them, floaters in your eye. I think that's what it was. Because I catch them every now and then, out of the corner of my eye. Are you leaving too, Darren? Okay, buddy. I know it's late over there. Have a good night, good sleep. Catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. You know you're always welcome. Everybody's welcome. All are welcome. Okay, Zara. Yeah, look bright and bushy-tailed there at your interview. Hope you get the job, Darren. Thanks for stopping. Oh boy, I was going to talk about something I can't remember what it was now. Man, it happens to me so much lately. Everything is so fleeting, man. It's just, I get a flash of something I want to talk about and think about, and that's gone. And then it comes back when I don't need it anymore. Oh, I remember what it was now. See how it goes. I remember that. You know, I watched. I don't know, Michael. You may have watched them. It's called Haunted House or something now, but it used to be. I can't remember the name it was, but anyway, those guys. The first season they tried catching ghosts and traps. Well, now they don't try catching ghosts and traps no more. But you know who I'm talking about? The four guys, like a couple of them are brothers, and they're on TV all the time now. I can't think of the name of them. You know who I'm talking about. The one guy's like a bodybuilder. And, well, one of their older TV shows, I don't know if you've seen this or not, they come up with an idea, and I thought it was a great idea. You know how when people investigate stuff, of course I don't do it, but they're always telling you how they see something out of the corner of their eye. But it's just for a split second. You see something out of the corner of your eye, and they come up with an idea that I think is great. They put two mirrors, sort of like in a triangle, in front of them, and they mounted their camera on it or something. So actually, this camera was not only looking ahead, but it also could see the stuff off to the sides, and made it like a panoramic camera. And I was thinking if a person could come up with like a set of goggles or something, you know how they have them 3D goggles? If a person could come up with a set of those with a set of mirrors in there or something so you can see out the sides, even though you're looking forward, you might capture a lot of stuff and see a lot of stuff that you don't normally see because the spirits are taking advantage of you because you don't have that great a peripheral vision. And I always thought that would be a great idea. If somebody could come up with something that would work, boy, you could get rich on eBay. Oh, Sean's bailing out too. Okay, thanks, Sean. Sorry I didn't talk to you more. I just talk, to hear myself talk. And whoever listens, listens. Whoever don't. Thanks, Sean. Boy, nose is plugged up. I guess I better take another slurp of coffee. Can't hear me because I got the mic up. What a dummy. Yeah, the ones they caught in the spirit box is the one that they were called Ghost Asylum. But before that, the one you're talking about, I think it's when they caught that ghost spirit inside that box that they put up there, that they built and had all the mirrors facing inside. I can't remember what that's called, the Devil's Box or something like that. And they actually caught a spirit in it, and they took it out in the woods and blew it up with dynamite. Is that the one you're talking about? Probably that was Ghost Asylum. What do they call themselves? Wraith or Wrath or Wraith or something. They're from, I think they're in Tennessee. But that was their pilot movie. But then the series Ghost Asylum started from that pilot show, and now it's changed again, and now it's called Ghost House or something like that. Now they don't try and catch them in traps no more. But I like them. I watch them guys all the time. But no, they came out with some kind of a device that you wore over your head, and it had mirrors that pointed sideways, and they had the camera like on their head or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but it allowed the camera to see not only ahead but also off to the sides. Sort of turned the camera into like a panoramic camera, and it to catch things off the side of your peripheral side that you normally might see a fleeting glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye. They come up with this contraption so they could record it. And I think that's a good idea, man. So many people say, "Oh, I caught something corner of my eye." Well, if you had something that could record that, I think you could get on eBay and be a millionaire in short order. Well, you shouldn't be now. Hello, hello, hello. No, that was a while ago. Yeah, I raised the mic up so you wouldn't have to hear me slurp. But I know it's going now. I can see it going. Hello, hello. Yep. Oh, is it just me and you now, Michael? Nobody else here? Everybody else left? Kind of looks that way. Although I like talking to you, Michael, no problem. Oh man, something just went out my brain again. What was I going to tell you about? Dang it. Oh, darn it. That makes me so mad. Crap. It wasn't a lie. I just forgot it. That's all. What the crap was it I was going to tell you about? I don't know. Oh, I remember. See how my brain works, man? It's slow. It comes up, it just teases me. It comes up with something, and I think of it, and then it goes away, and I can't grab it. I want to talk about Mr. Huff, a favorite subject. I know you're going to like this, Michael.
You can only set thumbs up or down for a song playing on a custom radio station.
I triggered echo somehow. Anyway, I was searching eBay the other day looking at ghost boxes. And what do I find? I find that latest white speaker he made that's Angel Holy Great White Spirit Box, or whatever the hell you call it. And somebody had bid that thing up to $5,100. Somebody bid for that thing. And this all stemmed, I think, from maybe Magnitude attacking the Geobox maker. He attacked him big time. And of course, he's connected to Huff. But anyway, somebody had bid this thing up to $5,100. Now, ain't nobody in their right mind going to pay that for this thing. And then some other person on there put one on there, similar, and the starting bid was $19,000. So I think these people are getting sick of Huff's bullshit, and what they're doing, they're bidding his auction up into the sky zone. Bid that box up to $5,100, because ain't nobody in their right mind who can pay that for that box. I think they're just doing that, and they're going to keep raising it until they win the auction. Then they're not going to buy it. They just, they're effectively killing his auction. And I wish they'd do that on every damn one of all these people on YouTube that are on eBay that are so dishonest. People get in there and just bid the thing up and win the bid and then don't buy it. I mean, make a bogus account, get on there and just bid that thing up into the ozone, and then have that person think you're going to get rich and then don't buy it. Don't go through with the transaction. And by that time, the auction will have ended, and the person that tried to sell it is shit out of luck. And I think that's what's going on. I haven't looked today, but somebody bid that thing up to $5,100. Yeah, right. And then when I was looking, I found all kinds of 12-587 radios on there, but they're the ones with the double zeros. 200 12-587. Them are the ones you can't hack. There's people are still asking $80, $100 for them, and people buy them not knowing any better, and then they buy them and find out they can't hack them. And they're doing the same thing with the Sanjin, like I gave Zara. They got them on. Well, there's a hacked one on it. They want $200 for, which is completely crazy. It doesn't have the belt clip on the back. Don't have the antenna with it. And he did a close up on it, and it looks beat up, well used. Some of the lettering is even wore off on the front of it. They want $200 for that thing. I hope such dishonest people, man. It just owes me, and I think somebody's getting revenge on Huff. This definitely Huff's. To me, them portals he talks about in that geobox, they're nothing but damn speakers. You don't get any better communication than anything else. It's just you don't get the shh noise. You don't get the white noise. Well, big deal. How many spirits are you covering up by covering up the white noise? You drowned out the white noise with one of your noise reduction guitar pedals, and you're effectively also drowning out the spirits that want to talk to you that are within the white noise. So you're just eliminating them. All you're getting is a super loudness coming through. But what really messes me up on Huff's box is you always get the same voice coming through his boxes. It's over and over from one video to the next. It's the same sounding voice. That don't happen in life, in reality. Every spirit I talk to has a different voice, different sounding, and sometimes multiple different sounding voices that make up a sentence. Every word is a different sounding voice. His all come through in this majestic sounding voice on every one of his videos, and I think it's all bullshit. Bullshit. But that's my opinion. I don't know if old Magnitude knows about that $5,100 auction. I bet he'd really jump all over that. Yep. Lately, when I make my videos, I've been cutting a lot of stuff out of them. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to get accused of clipping or something, whatever they call it, but I just cut out the sections of the video that I'd got nothing. You know, I get on there for 10 minutes, and I get 2 minutes worth of actual answers from the spirits. I don't want to make somebody sit there for that 8 minutes of nothing that I don't get anything. Unless, of course, I annotate the spirits themselves. If they're saying something good or interesting, I do that. But sometimes I cut a lot of my video out, cut sections of it out, because I don't want to sit there and make people listen to all that when they don't, for no reason. Yeah, well, they talk about karma, maybe someday. That very well could be. I don't know, but I do notice that the voices sounds the same all the damn time. People suck that shit up, though, man. Just go in there and read the comments. It's unbelievable how gullible people are. Just how goddamn gullible they are. Well, Michael, I hope you get your own channel going pretty soon. It's a lot of fun making videos. Just tape your sessions, and I guess you had somebody taping the last. Did they tape the last one there with your orbs? If they got the orbs and stuff, it ought to be pretty interesting. Maybe they can. You can get somebody to do your videos for you and edit them and stick them up there on YouTube. It's just all you do is just get them the way you want them. You know, if it looks, get them to look how you want them to look in your own space there, and then you just upload it to YouTube. Give it a, give it a title and all that stuff. There's nothing to it. It's easy to do. Same thing with these live streams. You might want to try that someday. You can do that right on YouTube. You don't need any fancy programs or nothing. You just follow the, go to your, I guess you don't even have a YouTube channel yet, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. But it's not that hard. It's just another hobby, and it's something more to get into. It takes a lot of time. Well, thank you, Michael. You know what, buddy? I'm gonna get out of here. John's calling me, and I think it's just you and me left. I talked all my friends away. drove them all away with my mouth. I'm good for that. So I guess I'm going to let you go, sir. Thank you so much for coming, stopping by. It's nice to talk to all my friends. I've been sort of doing these now about every other day. I don't know how much longer that's going to continue. That one friend I got, that Brett, he wanted to know I was going to have the next one. Surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't show up. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to go see John and do some other things I got to do around here. At least I didn't knock my camera down today. I got it in a new spot. Put it in a new place. I'd really like to be able to change my background. I always make all my videos and all that crap from this old room full of crap, and I'd like to have a nice plain old background or something. I'd like to have a green screen. I bought a green screen, but my room is so small and I got so much stuff in there, there's no room to put it. And what you need is a blank wall, and you paint the wall green, and then you can turn your background off, but I can't do that. Can't do it. Well, that's cool. If you taped it, you get, if you got call them orbs and stuff on tape, man, that would be great. You know? Maybe you can get your friend that taped it to help you get started, set up a YouTube channel, and call it whatever you want to call it. Make a welcome screen, make a welcome video, and upload your video and just go from there. You know, everybody starts somewhere. You're limited to time of how long your video can be. When you first start out on YouTube, you have to get so many videos up there, and before you actually become a YouTube member or associate, they call, or whatever they call it, I don't know. It takes a little while, but not too long. You're just limited to the length of your videos for a while. Then after that, there is no limit. You can make them as long as you want. But you know, if you're a dynamic person and you can make your videos short and to the point, interesting, and you know, you can, and you get your monetization turned on, and you become a big YouTuber, you can make lots of money. Me, not so lucky. They keep flagging all my videos, so I just turned all that crap off. So okay, Michael, I'm gonna go now. Thank you. You probably won't see this until 40 seconds after I turn it off, but I'm gonna turn it off. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Nice talking with you again. And anybody else that watches this to the finish, you're all welcome to come and join these chats. They're impromptu chats. I don't make a schedule. I usually start at anywhere between 4 and 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I don't have a schedule. If you watch this, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell, and then you'll be notified when I start a live chat, and you'll know I'm on. Other than that, you have to be lucky to find me. You have to come by and just happen to catch me on. Okay. All right. Yep. Beardum. That's where it's at, man. Okay, I'm going. Toodaloo, toodaloo, toodaloo. Catch you guys later. Everybody later. Thanks again. Toodaloo. Final toodaloo.